Just before the Asian-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC summit, authorities intensified the clearing of obstructions on the so-called Mabuhay lanes. APEC week has come and gone and the clearing operations will apparently continue. Motoring Today field correspondent Zera Hernandez reports.
A few weeks before the holding of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC summit, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or MMDA began clearing alternative routes for avoiding EDSA and other major thoroughfares in the metropolis that now seem always congested. This was also after MMDA began an info campaign to remind motorists about using the alternative routes dubbed Mabuhay lanes, with traffic congestion expected to go from bad to worse during the Burr months leading to Christmas holiday. Following the end of the APEC summit, during which many roads were partially or fully closed off to motorists, the MMDA announced that the clearing operations will continue. The MMDA said that the clearing of illegally parked vehicles on secondary streets and illegal structures on sidewalks will continue until the end of the term of the Aquino administration. The Mabuhay Lane concept was first implemented to provide motorists alternative routes during the Christmas season. The routes were first dubbed Christmas lanes, but authorities thought that this helped improve traffic flow on major thoroughfare and decided to continue implementing the concept well after the long holiday season and redubbing them as Mabuhay lanes. The holding of the APEC summit prompted authorities to revive the info campaign urging the use of Mabuhay lanes. This was accompanied by a serious effort to clear the secondary streets of illegally parked vehicles and other obstructions. The MMDA Council had earlier declared the Mabuhay lanes as no parking zones to give the clearing operations added teeth. Meanwhile, the MMDA is thinking of expanding the Mabuhay lane concept and identifying more secondary streets for use as alternative routes.
The continued clearing of obstructions and illegally parked vehicles from the Mabuhay lanes could be seen as one more benefit from the country's hosting of the APEC summit. Moving on, the present administration's program to develop integrated transport terminals along the periphery of urban centers like Metro Manila has gotten a big boost. Here's our field correspondent Andre Ko with more details.
One of the major initiatives launched in the early years of the Aquino administration was to encourage the development of integrated transport terminals at the outskirts of major urban areas like Metro Manila. The idea is to develop large terminals where buses from the provinces will take on or disembark passengers. Once the terminals are built and fully operational, provincial buses will no longer be allowed well into the metropolis. This is expected to help decongest traffic in the metropolis. Well into the last few months of the present administration, one of the major projects under the Integrated Transport Program may finally be taking off from plan to construction. The Department of Transportation and Communications, or DOTC, has announced that it has awarded the 4 billion peso Integrated Transport System South Terminal project to Ayala Land Incorporated. Ayala Land will be responsible for the design, construction, and operation of an integrated transport terminal on a 5.57-hectare lane beside the FTI compound in Taguig City. The South Terminal will be where bus passengers from neighboring provinces like Laguna and Batangas will disembark and transfer to other modes of transport into the metropolis, like taxi, jeepneys, shuttles, and other buses. The government expects Ayala Land to begin construction of the terminal by August 2016, with full operations expected to commence in January of 2018. The concessionaire will operate and maintain the terminal for 35 years.
Many are hoping that the South Terminal project will not go the way of many good projects discontinued for one reason or the other following a change of administration.